Welcome to the Wozcast. I'm Becker Wozat. Today we're going to be discussing this world and what we are doing on this world and why we are on this world and the other things about that sort of thing. Put bread in hand. This is a somewhat new world. It is not a super flat, although it has got a very large super flat area in the middle, and we will be building a palace on it. And we've made a few things. We've made trees. We got a couple of things going. And that's pretty much all we've gotten so far. I'm not here for the purpose of talking about this world. That is to say, this world... Well, there's some very interesting things out there in the great distance. Oh, there's a dog. Actually, I was looking for some sheep. I don't know if there's any sheep around here. I've got cows, but I need sheep. If there were any sheep nearby, it's... Oh, there's a pig. The dog would probably kill it, so I'd probably have to look in this direction. Let's go in this direction for a minute. And you can see this. These are all temporary. We haven't moved them yet. This is where the palace is going to be. Outside of the palace, we've got a large area where we can put some crops, I suppose. We might just move the crops underground. And beyond that, we'll have a wall. This may sound familiar. It's because we've done stuff like this before with the Wozcast. But we've never gotten very far with it because there was always a problem with the map, or there was always a problem with the mods on the map. And so today, we don't have a problem because we're on 1.12.2. We've got cubic chunks and a few other things, but we're keeping the mod pack very low. Very few mods in this thing, so it's going to be mostly vanilla anyway. I happen to like vanilla a lot. You know, I think vanilla is underrated. Everybody goes around saying how the mods would be so much greater. Oh, I was going this way to look for a sheep. This water is here for 0.0. It is also here in case I need water. I don't need water right now. I needed water for the crops. Now, as I said, this place does not go all the way out forever and ever in this direction. That would be terrible. We don't have villages with cubic chunks related things. But what we do have is just beyond the edge of this. Yeah, I think I could walk to it today. I am carrying an extra bed. You're going to say, oh, you're carrying beds. You have to start the game. I think it's not cheating to start the game with a bunch of items that you could not have actually had if you need those items to survive. Beds, yes. Seeds, a couple. I'm not going to find seeds out here. Couple of saplings. I mean, I got charcoal. I don't have any regular coal. There's no ore nearby, so you see I don't have any armor. You don't need armor to survive. You just need armor to survive some terrible blows. The answer is don't come down with any blows. You know, I don't see any sheep out here. Anyway, it would take a long time to go that way, so we're going to head back. We'll have a future episode where we go out there. Now, the purpose for my starting this series was because I wanted to have something where if I wanted to talk to the audience about something not connected with the game, not connected with playing Mental Block, that I would have something and I could talk to the audience for the talkie episode. And that's what I'm doing now, actually, but I'm talking about the series, which is I guess a good place to start. I'm also doing this because my maps get deleted. I mean, my server maps get deleted after a while, and they get replaced with new maps. I was playing Lord of the Rings, right? What happened to Lord of the... I knew you were going to say, why did you play Lord of the Rings? Oh, I'd like to see you work on Osgiliath, or not Osgiliath, Minas Morgul, that was it. Yeah, that would be nice to work on, but it's 1.7.10, and I don't want to work on 1.7.10. But it was a great build. Yes, it was a great build. And your point is... So there's really not much to cover in this episode because we're just getting started. If I need wood, you know, if I need crops, well, I need more crops. Now, I've been waiting for it to grow. It takes a little longer to grow for some reason. Probably because it's in the middle. But I do most of my sleeping at night. Citation needed. And, it should be okay. I don't know. Don't have enough extra crops to make much for these poor defenseless animals for which I've only used it once. and have one kid cow, and that's it, and they're just sitting around. They don't know what to do. I'm building down here like I used to. Slight mistake over there. Okay, so what I was thinking of... What I was thinking of was, I don't know why. Oh, that's right. I was waiting to make these, let's see if I can find them. I couldn't find them. Where are they? Or you know what? I was supposed to have some in here. I was supposed to have some in here, and I don't know why they weren't made. I was going to place the stairs, go down the stairs, and where are the stairs? There's no stairs. Oh, that's right. I also have to make the stairs upwards and stuff like in previous Wozcasts. I'm going to have to watch those Wozcasts from the old days. I'm very upset when I work on a build and it doesn't get done, and then I have to start over with the exact same setup. This time, however, it's good. The only thing... Let me show you what mods we got while we got time. Okay, little tiles. I don't know if we'll be doing little tiles. We might get rid of that. It's too bad if we do, actually, because then we'd have to add architecture craft, and that has problems, and because then you really can't mess with tile. You can't mess with messing around with mods because it will cause problems. That's what architecture craft is probably responsible for me busting half of my Wozcast maps. Absolutely serious about that. Let's see. Moving world. Yeah, we're going to make an airship. We can make an airship now, I think. Or do we need... Wait, I've forgotten. Oh, yeah, we need iron. We don't have iron yet. We will have iron. We will have iron. We just don't have iron yet. Also, the question is... I've been building a little bit up that way. I don't know if you can see it from here. At the top of this, right by the end, you could see a little thing. That's where the pathway starts, because that's the end of the castle, just outside the, I call it a driveway, but I don't know what it really is. And then there's a pathway that goes another 250. Oh, look at that! I didn't know Wayla added that stuff. That's pretty cool. Of course, if they've got it pictured, then why have input fuel output like that? Maybe they're going overboard. Burn time and everything. Oh, awesome. Because there's no iron, I can't make my behemoth furnace, which I so dearly love. I know you're gonna say, why don't you cheat? Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get some iron from that. Wait, no, not that way. Yeah, that way. Or maybe north, because I'm going north on occasion anyway. I got the stone shovels. I gotta work on the pathways. So then what? Oh, yeah, as I was saying, at the north I was going to spawn in some villagers. That's because there aren't any villagers, and the only way you can get villagers in-game, given this is cubic chunks, is... you would have to take a zombie villager and cure it. And that is a little too onerous for such a simple result. It should be easier to cure a zombie villager. And the only way we could make it simpler is to add an extra crafting recipe for the apple. Let me show you. No recipes. Well, no extra recipes. That's because there's nothing else to make recipes. Maybe later on if I... what is it? Later on if I need some prismarine or something, I'll add it. But right now, no, I'm not going to do that. Not gonna. I really don't have anything to talk about really today. I've been sick a little bit, then I stopped being sick and I was fine. Then I had back problems. And now that's fine, so I really don't have anything to talk about right now. I'm actually quite well. I went to the dentist and he said, "You're actually healthy." And I said, "No, I'm not." So he thought I was being paranoid, and because of the anesthetic he'd given me, he said I was all paranoid. That stuff has that stuff has adrenaline in it, and it'll make you all, make you all a little paranoid. I'm like, no, I'm really normally this way. I'm not a paranoid. I'm a realistic person. I know when things are going to happen. So really, I don't have much to talk about today, and I'm just building stuff, and I'm just having fun, messing around, constructing stuff. Or rather, digging out the tunnels. This time I'm going to really dig out these tunnels. As long as I got enough torches, I can light it up. At some point, I'm going to have to make a decision whether we're going to do little tiles for the palace. And if not, whether we're going to do little tiles for anything. Like, for example, I've got a lot of torches around here. Well, what if we're making a floor and we don't want there to be torches? So what do? Well, if we don't want there to be torches, we could do something about that. I mean, we could say, okay, we'll put down a little tile for a cover or something. Like one of those really flat things. You know, like how they make those pressure plates? Except imagine it goes, it's just... Well, anyway, the point is, I'll have to make a decision as to whether to do that. What about flat colored blocks? We got that? I think we do. We really ought to. Yeah, and what else? More overlays, that's obvious. Storage drawers. Of course we got storage drawers. There's one right here. They're easy to make. I used to be upset with them for the simple reason that they just added too much. All I really wanted was a barrel mod that added one barrel that just added everything and that no upgrades needed or anything. That's all I really needed. Even if the barrel's max was 64 stacks. Oh, that rhymed. That would have been fine. Just stick with that, and then you just have that, and you could have depiction of what it is and then the number showing how many are left, and so on. That was fine. Storage drawers has a usual max limit of 32 stacks. You have to change it in the config to 64. That's strike one. Because if you're on someone else's server, they might say, no, we're going to stick with the 32 because it's what they built in. Strike two, they make a lot of other types of drawers. And then you have all these different ones of different colors for the different woods, which is annoying. Strike three, they don't have number. And then, not only do they not have a number, they have a thing for... The add-on for it will just creates a little red thing to light up when it's full, or does it light up when it's empty? I forget, or whatever. And then you need another upgrade to turn it into something that it becomes a progress bar. But a progress bar is useless because you want the exact number. And they say, well, what's wrong with this? You just look at this and there it is in Wayla. Yes. There it is in Wayla, or technically Huayla, but let's not go on about that. But I really don't want to have to look at it there. It's a lot simpler if I mean, there are times that I might want to have Wayla off. And then you want to see it on the barrel. Why can't it be on the barrel? I don't know. And then there's all these other storage drawers where you've got half of this and half of that. A big one here and a couple of small ones there. Nah. Just not fond of that stuff. So we'll be working on this some more. And I'll keep you apprised on some progress. If there's not much progress, I better have something to talk about. That's all I have to say. And in fact, we're going to finish the episode now, which seems a bit early, but there's really not much we can do right now. Maybe next episode I'll show you. I'll go on an iron getting expedition or something, and we'll go and see if we got any in the wall. And if we're going to do that, we better have some putty to seal up the wall. Thank you for watching.